Stay tuned for this step-by-step drywall ceiling repair video tutorial. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching today. Hey, I've got something different for you. I need to do a drywall repair on our ceiling in the laundry room, and so I thought I would shoot some video while I do that. Obviously, I've been watching a lot of tutorials online to see how best to kind of go about making the repair. I've never done work like this before, so it should be fun. So I'm going to switch over to a GoPro so you can kind of follow along and see how it goes. All right, let's get to it. All right, guys. So now we have the got the GoPro on. So it's going to be a little echo in here. I might open up the back door. As you can see, we're selling the house, so we've got a bunch of stuff kind of boxed up and being stored in the garage because we needed to clean out the house and get it showable. So I'll leave that door open, one, so the dust particles can maybe go out there, and two, so it's not quite as echoey. Alright, so let's see what we have here. So we have some all-purpose joint compound. We've got tape measures, so we can measure things. Some drywall screws. Got a taping knife or just spreading, something to spread all the compound with. Some fiber tape, so this will kind of go over the cracks or go over the, there'll be a little bit of a gap. It'll go over that and take the compound so it hides the gaps. And then kind of what's kind of a keyhole saw that will help us to saw through everything we need to. Set up this ladder. And we've got my monster up here. I've also got a little bit of a monitor situation going with my iPhone, so I can kind of keep track of the GoPro when it's filming. It has some sheetrock. So there's the hole up there. It's pretty small, so if you notice, I mean, this is much bigger than the hole, so we're going to be cutting this down to kind of fit the hole a little bit, and then we'll widen that hole just a tad. And then we have this, some furring wood, and what this is going to do is it's going to go up in the hole right across the middle, and that's what we're going to screw the new, we're going to screw this into the old sheetrock, and then we're going to screw the new sheetrock into this, so that's going to keep that intact. So we're going to have to cut that down here in a minute. Alright, I'll set that right there for now. Alright, so let's see here where to get started first. I think first what we need to do is let's take a little bit of a measurement. Alright, because really we just need to fit it up in there. So basically for our sheetrock, to cut the hole, we're going to do 9 inches long, and then we'll do, what is that? That's about 6 inches wide. Yeah, 6 inches wide, 9 by 6. And then we'll draw that up. So first steps first, I'm going to turn that off for a second. Let's cut the sheetrock. I'm going to do this part of it outside. And I said 9 by 6. Alright, actually I grabbed a pencil so we could do this as opposed to a permanent marker. Obviously you don't want to have something so dark. 9 by 6, so 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, let's just do this like right here so we have a good guide. 9, let's do 6. Okay. And then 6 right there. Okay. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is just draw a straight line. Let's just do. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to essentially use this sheet to outline a cut that we're going to do to kind of even out some of the edges up top. So I just want to make sure I get a good guides and make it wide enough. So I think this will be fine here. Alright, and if we need to go bigger, we've got more left over to do that. I think I'm going to try this little guy. I've got a kind of a power saw if I need to, jigsaw, but what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put this, make sure this covers everything. Oops. I didn't see this little crack out here, so I should have measured back there. Because this is definitely not wide enough. But you know what? I think we can make it work. Because if I just do this. Yeah, there we go. That'll work just fine. Alright, I'm definitely going to move my iPhone out of the way here. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is, now that I have, and actually, before I forget, so I believe I had it like that. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an arrow right here, noting that that's the side that I need to match up. And then an arrow right there. Alright. So then let's go grab our saw. And let's get to cutting. There we go. Alright, our hole is cut. So next up, what we're going to do is, let's make sure this fits up in there. Look at that. Look at that. Looking good. Alright, so it fits. We got our hole cut. Next thing we need to do is we need to cut I think it's a furring strip is what they call it, that piece of wood over there. It's going to sit in the middle here, and it needs to go about a couple of inches further. So I'm going to grab my tape measure. And so let's say I want to go back to there. So I'm going to do a good 16 inches. So let's go over here. Grab my pencil, put that in, and cut. Perfect. So just in case, I'm going to go ahead and unplug this, take this in the garage. so we're not leaving it out. I'll clean up the power cord later. Alright, so our hole's cut. We got our furring strip. I believe that's what it's called. And I'm going to take a quick break and make sure this filmed everything I just did. Alright guys, we are back. Everything was recording nicely. I need to go get a drill. That is out of battery. This one should be good to go. Well, not everything works perfectly, so both batteries are dead, but hey, that's all right. Put one on the charge. We're gonna give it about 15 minutes or so. I just need to put in literally, 2 screws, maybe 4 screws if I want to be super secure about it. And we'll come back and see if we can get some juice. Just want to make sure that I'm like an off switch. No, it's not an off switch. Okay. All right. That's what it is. Batteries are the one thing that whenever you need them, you never have them. So that is cool. All right, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna have a sip of my Monster. I drink too many of these. I need to, I'm looking for another drink that I can use to replace Monsters. Not a big fan of coffee. I'm trying to get to where I like coffee. I wanna avoid cream and sugar if I do coffee. So if you got any ideas out there, let me know. Here comes Kennedy. You been skating and rollerblading?
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you know what skating is?
I don't. Alright, so we'll be back in a bit. Alright. Another drink. Alright, let's get the screws opened up. Fasten tight. Drywall screws. Okay. Well, cut that section too. There we go. Alright. So I'm going to start with 2 here. If I need to do more, here, I'll set this up there. And then we'll put this up. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this fairing strip, and all it does is it sits right in there. And then what I should be able to do is take this screw and maybe this far in. Okay. Put that up there. Grab another one. Oh yeah, it goes way back. Okay. You know what? Let's see how tight that is. That's pretty tight. I think I'm just going to do 2. And then what I'm going to do is grab one of these. And I'm going to match up the arrow. Get that up in there real good. There we go. And then this is going to go right there. Hold on 1 second here. Okay. try this other side and then see if I can maybe come back. There we go. Alright, that should be fun. Well, actually, you know what? I don't like that, so I'm just gonna take it off. You know, before I do that though, let's put another one in. Right in the middle here. Oh. Hold on. A little hard because I'm not directly under this thing. So I'm gonna step up on the okay, that's good there. There we go. All right, we're good. That's solid. Okay. All right, done with the screw. Done with the drill. Set that guy up there. I gotta charge it again. So if we need her again, it's all good and charged. Okay, now it is time to patch this guy up. Now, how am I going to mix this? I can throw that away when I'm done. Let me see here. I'll just kind of mix the top part of this guy with this pencil. Okay, it's not too bad. Now I have no idea what the right consistency is. That's okay. You know, let's just give it a shot. Before I do that, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to grab paper towel and yeah, grab some paper towels. Grab back. Okay. Let's do a couple things here. I don't know if you're supposed to do this or not. I might have to go back and watch the video, but I was kind of thinking, is there a way for me to just kind of smooth, you know, kind of smooth some of those off. There's some of that down. Okay, so I think what I'm supposed to do first is we get a layer of all of the putty, the compound, around the edges, and that's when I'm going to use this stuff, this fiber tape. And this is basically going to lay over an initial layer of the compound. And that's going to allow me to, it's going to close up this little gap here when we do the final part of it. I'm going to get this open and ready to go. I don't need those screws anymore. I wonder if this, is this like sticky? Kind of is sticky. I'm still going to put some compound up though. So I know I'm probably doing this the wrong way, so, and this is pretty thick. Well, let's just give it a shot here. Put it on here. Just going to kind of clean it off this stuff. And let's see what happens. Okay. Getting some on there. Okay, probably need some more. I probably should have, you know what, I should probably just, let me do this. I'm gonna try to keep it somewhat tight around the hole. So maybe what I do is just do that. You know, just get some on there. Get some on there, and then here. Get some on there. I'm probably just not going to be able to. I'm gonna have to go out a little bit, but that's all right. So I got a layer down. Need a little bit more right there, though. I think this is a better way of doing that. All right, I've got some background noise. The kids are back in the house from playing outside. Probably having dinner. About to have dinner. Okay. Alright, let's give the tape a shot here. I'll clean this up later. Alright. Actually, I need this, so I think what I do is put that right there. There we go. That'll work. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Get this right here. That kind of right there, maybe even a little bit further in. Okay, kind of. Okay. This up. There we go. Actually, there we go. That'll work. Okay, one more piece. Okay. Okay, about that far. Oops. All right, guys. So we've got all the we've got the tape up. We've got an initial layer of the putty. So now we're going to go through and we're going to cover the rest of it with a nice layer of smooth putty. And at that point, it should hide where the hole previously was. So we'll let that dry and then we're going to smooth it out. So, all right, let's get started on covering it up. me kind of show you what we did here. Okay, there it is. So if you'll notice, I'm gonna get a little closer. There's still a little bit of tape visible back there. I don't know if you can see that on screen, yeah. You can kind of see the outline of the square a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to smooth it out and put a little bit more on there, smooth it out a little bit, at least hide this piece of tape, and then let it dry and come back and take a look and see what it looks like. I might do another coat once it dries. See? All right, so let's get to it. Alright, there you go. Alright, so next step, I'll check back in after it dries up, and I'll show you the outcome. Alright, be back in a bit. It's been about a week or so since I did the repair, and I just wanted to come back in and show you real quick what it looks like once it dries up. So I think it looks pretty good. Now obviously you can tell the repair has been made. It's not that obvious if you're not really looking for it. But I could do some texturing on top of it, probably sand it down a little bit to kind of flatten out some of the high parts. And then maybe do some texturing on top of it. So I may do that. And if I do, I'll film it in an upcoming video. But this is just a quick check-in to end the video, and thanks for watching. You know, this is a little bit of a long one, but if you like content like this, I do have another project in mind. And let me know by giving me a thumbs up or give me a subscribe, and I'll definitely film it. So thanks for watching. Peace.